Hi, can everybody hear me? Can anybody let me know in the chat? I don't know. I'm not very tech savvy, so I don't know if I'm on. Anybody let me know if I'm in? Thank you, Anne. Right, okay, so I'm sure you all know what's happened, but I think there's some people on this channel that's that doesn't know. I've seen comments, people watch Stephen's camping videos and things like that, so I don't think some of them are aware of what's happening. So I'll start from the beginning. Stephen was recalled back to prison. And the reason he was recalled back to prison was because I was attacked by, well, the men in the shed. And so I'll start. I'll tell you why I've come on today, because I've never been on for a while. So what happened was, on Friday last week, I got a phone call from my solicitor to tell me that there's been no further action against me, Stephen, and the other person who was arrested in connection. That was great. And I come off the phone and I get a phone call about 10 minutes later from the police, Northumbria Police. They told me there was no further action against the three of us, and they would like me to go in and make another statement because the evidence supports my story, which I knew it would in the end. They've had all the electrical devices. I'll be able to collect them now. They've been in every single one of them, and so all the evidence is there. So I would just like to know, like to tell the two band pots sitting in the shed that yous are only sitting there the night due to my good grace. And I'll tell you why. When the police asked me to go and make a statement, I was thrilled because I knew they would get nothing less than a custodial sentence for what they'd done. But then I thought about it. If they go to jail, what difference will that make? They'll be punished for what they've done, for sure, and they should be punished. But I've got more than that dilemma as well. When I accepted Stephen into my life, I didn't just accept him. I accepted a bit of baggage that come with him. That was his past, the life sentence that is like an anchor around his neck, and this proves it. And also his morals and principles. And I've got Stephen's full support. He told me to do what I want and what I think's right. So that was absolutely no help to me whatsoever. So I had a really hard week. And on Friday, just gone, I phoned and cancelled my appointment. I told them that I wouldn't be making a statement. So, band pots in the shed, expect your NFAs and you're really welcome. The reason it was really hard to come to that decision. But at the end of the day, nothing I do will change where Stephen is. Nothing I do will change what they've done to him. So what's the point? I hope people can understand that. However, I won't have Stephen tainted by association. So that's my final answer on that. Okay, so the story that you're all waiting for. So I don't know. I could tell you the story, the facts of what happened, or I could tell you the reasons why, what I was thinking when it was happening. And I think that's probably the best route to go, because I don't do YouTube. I don't make stories up. I'm just going to tell you how it was for me. So it was Sunday evening. Now, I had been under a lot of stress. I had found a lump in my breast. I was ill. For weeks and weeks, I couldn't get any results for a biopsy, so I had to go in and have it removed. This was happening on the Monday. So on the Sunday night, not even the Sunday night, it was the Sunday afternoon, somebody came. I was going to buy a toy drone for my son because he likes drones. It was a good one, but I was getting it for cheap. So playmate in the garden and stuff like that, but I wasn't very well, and my family around me knew I was really struggling, because the next day I was in for this operation. I don't know if any of you can understand what it feels like, and everybody says that, you know, when that happens, everything goes through your mind. Let me assure you, people, everything does not go through your mind. The only thing that goes through your mind when that happens is who is going to look after your children. I was having a hard time. So I decided to go out, learn how to work this drone so I could be an expert for my son, show off a bit, have a laugh. My head was in the very best place. So me and the other person that was with me decided to go. We didn't decide to go where we went. We had intended going somewhere else. I decided we would just go there. Now, I need you to listen carefully to this. At no point did I drive past the farm. I didn't drive within at least half a mile yet. Okay? I didn't pass it at any time. I parked up in Hayden Bridge. It was like when we got there, we were playing. I'm not very good. I was getting better. There was no SD card or any type of memory in it. It wasn't recording. I don't know what the other questions is. There was no flight restrictions. Well, yes, I decided it would be a laugh. Let's do it. Let's cause him a wee bit of anxiety, because the anxiety that he's brought on my family for a long time now is bad. So I'm a human being. I'm angry. I'm bitter. So when we're up there, I think, aye, let's just wind him up a wee bit. So the drone was there. It was dark at this time, and it was raining as well. So you couldn't even really see what was on the screen. You know, you could only see like the flight plan thing. However, you could see a wee bit, but it wasn't great. Anyway, so flying above the shed for at least 10 minutes before anybody noticed. The dog noticed though after 10 minutes. Anyway, brought the drone back, packed everything away into the box. It comes in a wee box with a zip. Packed it all away. We had the drone there for maybe about 20 minutes, like back in the car, getting packed up and getting ready to go. So the place where the car was, there's only like space for one car to get in and one car to get out. Like there's only the single track. So as I was pulling out, it was dark. There was car headlights came in. The car was coming in. So I got a fright. I backed up. I couldn't see anything because this was dazzling. And then Tweedledum and Tweedledee screaming on, got a drone. My passenger was shouting, "We've not got a drone, we've not got a drone." So the driver was the one with the patch. Just so she's know, I can picture it in my head, but you don't know, so I'm trying to remember it. So the other one was in the passenger side. He started shouting, the passenger. He was the one that started shouting first. The other one was out. He was taking orders for the patch and started smashing. my windscreen. Me and my passenger did not get out the car. Then Patch, who knows me, by the way, who knows what I look like. And just to let you all know, I'm 5'1" and 8 stone. My passenger could not have been mistaken for Stephen either. So anyway, he opens my door and he tries to steal my phone. So my passenger gets out, runs to him, grabs him because the other one is at the back, smashing the back of the car now. My passenger gets out, grabs him and flings him on the flare. Absolutely, in a heartbeat, just boom, puts him on his back. He's screaming. There was loads of shouting. So Bill's getting the guns and he's getting the whatever. And he did. He started chasing him with what I thought was a knife. Apparently, I don't know what it was. Apparently, they're saying it was some type of... It was metal and it was pointy. And he was trying to get it in my passenger. I get the car started. I must have stalled it. I'm not a criminal. I didn't get into situations like this. I was just ill. I can remember. I can remember my foot on the clutch. when I'm getting the car, he runs back in the driver's side, and I ram him. I ram him all the way to the other side of the road to get away. By this time, my passenger's coming back into the car, and I drove through Hayden Bridge, back down the 69, and back up to my bit without being able to see hardly anything. Absolutely ill. No knowing what's happened. The very next again day, I have to go in and have my surgery. By the time I got back to the house, I had been on the phone to Stephen, so he knew what had happened. But we were all right, like nobody was hurt. And I wasn't going to report it. I found it to be my stupid fault for going and winding him up. But then, you know, I remind myself, he doesn't own the airspace and he doesn't own Hayden Bridge. You know, he plotted up and he knows who I am and he knows what I look like. Right? And he plotted up on me, the two of them, with spades and knives, smashing at my car, trying to steal my phone. Anyway, I got back. Stephen's trying to calm me down. Nobody got hurt. It's all right, nobody got hurt. Wasn't going to report it. And then, this idiot's on YouTube saying that Stephen's planting guns, he's got military drone operators, and he's tried to murder him. What? So, on the Tuesday, I had an operation on the Monday. On the Tuesday, Northumbria Police paid me a visit, arrested me, and took me and held me in Forthbanks Police Station. And that's what happened. If there's anything I've missed out, which I probably have, I'm looking at the chat now. So if anybody wants to ask anything I've missed out, or that's what happened. Paddy said it was a military drone. I'll tell you what it was. It's a toy drone, but it's not like a £60 toy drone, which my son has. It was a better one. I think to buy brand new, it was £300, and I was going to get to buy it because it was good. I was getting to buy it for £100, and there was an extra battery and things like that. So that's how I got. But it's a toy. How is Stephen? Stephen's good. He's mentally good. He's struggling. For the minute you walk into prison, you're mentally abused to the minute you walk back out. He says it in his videos and nothing's changed, but he's managing and he's strong, and I speak to him every day and he's doing well. Right, I'm trying to look through this. How did Cookie end up in jail if he wasn't there? Right, I didn't believe it was happening myself. I couldn't believe that they would come and arrest him because he was accused. I don't know what he was accused of because I've not seen their statements. Um, I'm only going off what everybody's seen on YouTube, what they've accused. But let's remember, he's been trying to get Stephen recalled, and he's been trying to get him recalled for a long time. Stephen's licence is not the same as everybody else's. It is different. And if the probation board fear that he's any risk of committing any violence, they can just recall him back to prison, which they did. Now he's in prison, even though he's got a no further action, it doesn't matter because as soon as he's recalled, he's not remanded, he's sentenced and he gets the remainder of his 99 years back. So now that he's got no further action, he'll be able to apply for a parole date and go in front of the parole board. I hope that makes sense. But if anybody's got any other questions. Paddy's always accusing everybody of everything. Yeah, he's a bad man, and so is his whatever you want to call him. When it first happened, I will tell you as well, when it first happened, I got a message. And the message to me, I'll tell you, was if I make a statement against them two, me and Stephen would never see Stephen's grandkids again. Never seen them since. Still had no communication for them. And I don't think that'll change because that's what they're like. Everybody's a tool. I will wish him well. Thank you for all your support. So basically, Stephen was recalled because he was accused of doing something he didn't do. And the evidence is supporting that. We've had no further actions, but because of the life licence, he was taken, and Paddy's well aware of the licence conditions. And he's tried to use other people on YouTube to get Stephen recalled. And because of my stupid mistake, he's in jail. Oh, hi, positive vibes. Yes, I'm doing well. I've not been doing well for a week. I've had a really hard week, but I'm all right now. But I thought it was time that everybody knew what happened. Yeah, somebody should. You know what? I see you've said Anne should have jumped on with Flossy, but do you know what? I don't know how to do that, and I don't know how to send a link. Excuse me, I've got a wee bit of a bad cough. Yeah, Anna, I don't know how to send a link. So I don't even know if I'm at the bottom of the chat here. Him laughing about the recall, yes, it was disgusting. But he laughs about everything. Look at what he said. Why? He just wants to cause badness for everybody. Because he's feeling bad, he thinks if he can make everybody else feel bad, he'll succeed. He won't. He made me feel bad. Of course he made me feel bad. I've had a hard time because of him. Stephen's had a hard time because of him. And that means that everybody closely associated with us sees our stress and sees what using grandchildren as tools, trying to get them put back in jail. What for? What are you scared about, Paddy? What are you scared about? I know what you're scared about because he can see right through you and he knows what you are. But you know, Never mind. I don't want to even get onto the situation in this lie detector test, because they'll tell you something. There'll be no lie detector test or anywhere if I've got my way. However, Stephen is soft and he will date to prove a point, but what for? Paddy will never do a lie detector. Never ever. Just like he'll never show any evidence, because he's got no evidence anything. I can't wait for the evidence to this empty car that he recorded. Apparently he drove past and he got an empty car and he recorded right up to the registration plate. I don't know. I didn't have my invisibility powder with me that day, so he must be total rubbish. I've not been watching YouTube, I've not been watching videos, so I don't know, and I'm not really up to date. But I hope that's good enough for you. Tell you why it's all happened, and obviously the important part, why I didn't make the statement that could have put them in jail. They would have probably grassed somebody off and got off with it anyway, let's be honest. Could you sue the police for wrongful arrestment? He was arrested and he was given no further action. It was probation that it's probation that recalls, not the police. However, let's be honest, the police didn't have to come out and arrest him. And if the police didn't come out and arrest him, he probably wouldn't have been recalled. So, yeah, Northumbria police, shoddy work on your part. And we're supposed to have faith in this system. Sounds like he's scared of being got inside. I don't know, I've not been watching any of his videos. They just ramble that much rubbish. Yes, everybody hit the like button, because I want everybody to see this. And I want to say thank you to everybody who I made a moderator tonight, because there's only I know Steve Wraith and I know John Humble Dryer, but the rest of these are strangers. I have seen these commenting in previous videos and on other channels, so I just want to say thanks very much for supporting me tonight, because I think I'm probably going to still be trolled for this, but who cares? What can you take from me? Thanks, Steve. Yes, I'm okay. Stephen's all right, and as soon as he gets it, I know he's got to come back on YouTube. And the reason he started YouTube was to put positivity in and try and do something good. And it's a shame that you can't do things like that because of jealousy. That's what it is, jealousy. Well, I'll pass on. Hiya, Big Billy. I'll pass on everybody's best wishes to Stephen. He'll bear them in when I tell him there's like 218 people, and thanks very much. Yes, thanks to everybody who's tuning in and listening and share. I want everybody on YouTube to see this, because they need to know the truth. They don't need to know the truth, but I would like them to know the truth. And well, there you go. That's it. I'm going to wrap it up now, because I don't have anything to talk about really. But just thanks for all your support, people. And there you go. There's the truth. Before I go, I would just like to say to you all, I hope the universe gives you everything you deserve. Good night, people. Thank you.